So I saw a video this morning where I'm like, no, come on, this can't be real. And yes, it's absolutely real. And it's making its rounds on Twitter, X, the place that I love to roam. So it's Halloween night. You leave out the big bag of candy. Let me know, guys. Growing up, did you guys ever encounter homes that left out the candy on the porch? I never did, unfortunately. I never did, or else I might have done the same thing, unfortunately. Now, this video is making its rounds, and as I get older, I will give you my honest opinion, because it definitely has changed, okay? So I'm going to show you a video. I want you guys' honest opinion on this. This was caught from Ring camera footage or whatever, I don't know. But you guys let me know your opinion on this when you see it. Es que yo jalé primero el letrero, apúrate, niño. Ya no hay Wiped him out. Wiped him out. Okay. I understand some people do not like to partake in the Halloween, greeting or whatever. So this is what they do. But this goes back far when you could trust your neighbor, so to speak. I don't know where that changed, and I'm going to be the old head now. I can understand the jokes, and people are going to probably be like, it's not that serious, David. Yes, it is. At this stage in my life, yes, it is, because the trust thy neighbor has gone out the window. Okay, and I know there's a lot of families and a lot of parents that that do watch my streams. They're all just older folks in general. And I'm asking you the serious question. Is this right? Is this wrong? Should I not make a big thing about this? Because I was talking with a coworker after I showed him this video today. And I go, if this were just kids doing this, this wouldn't even be online. This would not be online. Okay? But there's parents involved. Okay? There's a mom. It looks like an older daughter on the right. It looks like maybe an auntie in the back. Or maybe a second mom. I don't know. I don't know what's going on nowadays. And then we have you have a lot of younger kids too, by the way. And then you have an older kid who's a teenager not wearing a costume. That's another gripe of mine, is not wearing a costume and your ass wants some candy. Okay? These kids are as cute as a button, by the way. They're all Toy Storied out and stuff like this. I'm going to be the old head and say, look, y'all ain't setting a good example for these kids, okay? Because guess what? They're going to grow up with this mentality of, I take what I see, or I take what I want, okay? And maybe I'm making this a bigger deal than what it is. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of people upset online about this. I see a lot of people even getting racist with this because the people are of Latin descent. They're speaking Spanish. I'm not making it like that for me. I mean, I'm a person of Latin descent, so I'm not making it like that. I just see some people that are doing what I was never told to do. So I'm asking you guys, because I don't remember when I was that young, like that little kid right there in the Woody outfit. I don't remember walking with my parents. I remember me and my friends, my little rebellious friends, walking around with our, pillow cases, just trying to snatch up as much candy as we could. And if we saw that, we would have done the same thing. But if our parents were there, we would have got them right upside our head. Right upside our head. And that's where I was a little confused at, why is this being encouraged by parents? At least one parent. Okay? So I know you guys are as old as I am, or older, in the chat, or watching after the fact, because I am going to clip this. I am going to put this up. I want to pick your guys' mind. Okay? So we're going to watch this one more time. Okay. And these are the big candy bars. Okay, y'all know these are the big candy bars. I'm sure you could tell by the surrounding settings that this is a big ass house. All right. So they got the goods. But for whatever reason, they didn't want to greet the kids. I like to greet the kids. You know, when I was, younger and I was still living with my mom, I used to like to greet the kids, you know, when I was a teenager and whatnot. Why not? It seems like they already done this before. Like they already know what's up. This kid's like, y'all ain't saving none for me. Okay. And now, the reason why this is extra important making its rounds is because, look, you can't help but think, okay, we've lost it. Faith in humanity is gone. We're animals, right? But no. Check out what neighbor number 2 does. Or, I don't know if those first group was neighbors, but this one says, there are still good people out there. Neighbor Scott for the Halloween MVP. So this is the actual neighbor. All right. He goes in there and he drove by, I think because there's a street right there. He drove by and he probably noticed, or I don't know. But he comes to the rescue. Wow. Neighbor Scott, man. Neighbor Scott for the win. He took either his candy that he bought, or it looks like maybe one of his kids shook out some of their candy. They probably had extra. I just know that, man, when did it get to this point? When did it get to this point? If my parents wanted candy, they would just steal that shit after the fact. They wouldn't be stealing it outright in front of neighbors. You know what I mean? And we know families take their kids, their families to the big neighborhoods, to the suburbs, because of this shit goes down like this. We all know that. So I'm just asking the chat. I just need to know. Because this clip has been making its rounds. I'm going to upload it after the fact. And I was just like, so wrong, man. That is so wrong. People online are making it a racial thing, which, you know, sucks. I mean, let me show you some, you know, people are posting shit like, you know, like this, which it is a funny meme. It is super funny, but it's like, I didn't take it to that point. It is sad that it is a Mexican family, you know. They put themselves under that microscope by doing that. They shouldn't have fucking done it. They shouldn't have done it. They really shouldn't have done it. But people are definitely making it racial. But then now people are posting their clips of all this. People are posting their clips of all this, you know? Which, once again, faith in humanity. This kid notices an empty bucket. I don't know if this is recent or not.
That was really nice, Jackson.
Jackson, you the MVP, Jackson.
For next kid. There we go. No, but not even that one.
There we go. Jackson for the win, baby. Jackson for the win. I like that. I like that. Right now, my Latinos are under a microscope. Can we get some minority kids doing the same shit Jackson's doing, please? So he can... So he can stop getting people calling me, you know, animals and thieves and heathens and shit. Don't appreciate it, family. The first family I showed. I think someone in the chat said ghetto. It is ghetto. It is. That was my first thought, is that this shit is so ghetto. Don't do it, please. Take one. Even if they all would have took one, there still would have been a lot left over. So anyways, those are my thoughts. You know, hopefully everyone, you know, had a safe Halloween, had a fun Halloween. I know a lot of my coworkers were telling me that they went to Halloween parties this past weekend. They took out their little kids and stuff yesterday, and all was well. You know, it seems like everyone's kind of getting back into the spirits over the last 3 years, you know, COVID and all that. Everything's kind of getting back to normal as far as spirits being lifted and everyone's having fun. And, you know, this is the kids' number one day of the year. They look forward to this, man. And today is like the hangover for them, right? November 1st. So Do it for the kids, man. Set an example. Be better, man. Be better. Because you know damn well those parents that were with those kids in the first clip, they probably did that shit when they were younger. And the cycle continues, right? So, be the change.